Charlie got more and more crazed and desperate, and that's when some really bizarre, horrendous things started happening.
One of the most gripping crimes of all time, the Charles Manson murders. Tonight, NBC's Dateline explores how Manson became a killer. 10 News anchor Robin Wilhoit spoke to Dateline's Keith Morrison earlier about that case's impact on American culture today.
Keith, thanks again for being with us. Looking forward to Dateline NBC tonight. Let's talk about Charles Manson and the fascination that he and his family, if you will, still have on us as a nation and American culture. How many years after the fact? It's pretty remarkable.
Well, in fact, 50 years after the Summer of Love, when, courtesy of Charles Manson in large part, that golden time turned dark. But yeah, I mean, he was at a turning point in our cultural history that lives with us still every single day. In our attitudes and what we think of, in our feelings of safety, and whether or not we, support this or support that politically, that guy had a lot to do with it. And so it's probably not surprising that we're still fascinated by him.
No doubt about that. What are we going to learn about Charles Manson tonight in Dateline that maybe we've never heard up to this point?
Oh, well, much of the story has solidified into something historical, anodyne. We learned the Vincent Bugliosi, the prosecutor, his theory about why all of this happened. And a few other theories, and they kind of got accepted as facts. But we have been able to talk to some of the people who were originally involved, who were witnesses to everything that happened, or much of what happened, and can tell the real story. And the real story is probably not like the one you have heard. The real reason for these crimes is probably not like the reason that have been offered in past years. And I've done this story numbers of times, and this one is the one that really got to me this time.
Keith, what surprised you most, though, in your investigation of looking back 50 years and what played out?
Well, lots, but I'll take one example. These crimes were terrible crimes with the word piggy scrawled in blood and in these various places. There was a reason for all of these things, and the reason wasn't some sort of grand plan for revolution or for a race war. The reason was this idiot was trying to cover up for another crime that started the whole thing. One crime caused another crime. He tried to do copycat crimes and blame it on somebody else so he would not be found out. Simple as that.
And we are going to learn the rest of the story tonight on Dateline NBC. Keith Morrison, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back. Let's send it back to Brandon.
All right, Robin, thank you very much. You can watch Dateline, the Summer of Manson, tonight at 10 o'clock right here on WBIR.